tell them what movie we're reviewing.
We're reviewing the Disney. Ooh, that was weird. We're reviewing the Disney classic movie Halloween Town.
What year did it come out?
I want to say 1998.
That's correct.
1998. 1998's Halloween Town, which I will say, Kyle, what was Disney on? And do not watch this movie under the influence of anything, alcohol, drugs. Because, boy, let me tell you, you're in for a ride of your life.
So I'm gonna have you do me the honors of running through the plot again.
All right. I mean, it's a pretty simple plot. It's a Disney movie, so there's not too crazy. So the movie takes place in our modern times of the great year 1998, with a single mom, her 3 children, in Halloween time. And the mom's like, y'all can't go do Halloween. Go to bed. And they're like, oh, Mom, come on. And the younger sister's like, bro, I want a cookie. And that's where you hint that these are not normal children. These are magical children. Because, flying cookies are everywhere because that's how that stuff works. So anyways, the second older sister's like, man, we can never enjoy Halloween. And then you have the oldest male brother, or the younger brother, who, Kyle, he reminds me of you. No offense.
I have notes on that.
All right, good. Reminds me of you. And he's like, can we just stay inside and study books? And she's like, no, man, I want some candy. And all of a sudden, you see a bus coming flying out of the sky. And boom, it parks. And boom, here comes the grandma. Grandma says, hey, y'all want some candy? And they're like, yeah, Grandma. And they talk. The mom talks to the grandma. Grandma's like, hey, I need you to come back to Halloween Town. It'd be nice to have the kids. They're wizards and warlocks, and we need to train them. The mom's like, nah, fam. And the kids are like, bro, let's see where Grandma goes every year. We only see her once a year. And so they follow her. They hop on the bus with the very obese Frankenstein, the gremlin character that you were telling me about, which I was like, bro, how'd they not get sued? The overweight Frankenstein monster, the gremlin, and 2 normal witches, and Grandma. So, they're going through a weird dimensional portal, and then boom, Halloween Town, where you see goblins and spooks, which, by the way, the prosthetics in this movie were great. Loved it. And so, boom, they're in Halloween Town, and all of a sudden, here comes this creepy mayor, like, hey, you kids want a lollipop out of my ear? Like, bro, don't take candy from him. All right, stay away. Call Chris Henson. And they're like, no, thank you. And then you meet my favorite character of the entire movie, the skeleton taxi driver. And then he's like, where do I need to take you? He's like, our grandma's a Ravenclaw. And he's like, oh, man, I know the Ravenclaw witches. Hop in. So they hop in. She lives in a nice spooky house. And, oh, by the way, while they're at the house, you see the grandma's around the corner. She's like, what's up, Betty? And Betty's like, yo, have you done your pies yet? And she said, nah, fam, I ain't done my pies yet. And she's like, you notice something weird? Oh, that's when she noticed people in town are going missing and turning into evil spirits. So while the kids are digging through their stuff, they notice the grandma comes back and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to work on a job here. Check out this magical orb weapon. And they're like, bet. And so she does that, shows them the orb, thinking it is what it is. And then they're like, let me show you around town. And we meet some colorful side characters like the broom salesman who looks like Elvis. And I was like, this is weird, but that's Elvis. Then we meet the typical bully in this movie. Oh, and we watch monsters work out. So you see the old Jathersides videos routine. That was great to watch. And go sweat. Go sweat. And later you find out the mom's like, oh no, they're not in bed. So she magically shows up in the Halloween Town. Later do we know that in the old movie theater we find the big baddie. The big baddie's like, I'm going to rule the world. Blah, ha, 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 Darth Vader style. And the grandma's like, no. And mom's like, kids, what are you doing? No. And so the grandma and mom get turning stone. And that's when the kids are like, oh man, if we power up this giant bulb stick that any grandma showed us, we can beat up the bad guy. So after going through, picking up some tedious items, they've got the power, and the big baddie shows up out of the sky. He says, blah, 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 who it turns out to be the mayor. And the mayor's like, I'll rule the mortal world and Halloween Town. Who's with me? And everybody's like, what? And then the kids are like, "Nah, bro, we're gonna stop you." And then they get into a weird epic battle. Which, by the way, I did not like the effects because the fireball effect is super lame. But hey, it happens. Bada bing, bada boom. The bully becomes the friend. Next thing you know, the older sister's like, "Aha, I'm on the giant pumpkin." But she brutally gets wounded and she drops the rod thingy into the giant pumpkin in the center of town. And then bada boom, the villain gets wiped away by the spiritual energy of the town, and the kids live happily ever after. The end.
So, I will say, I was gonna ask, does Megan see me as the little brother in this movie?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the little brother, I was like, bruh. I was like, that's Kyle right there to a T.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was watching this and I was like, man, I remember that kid. He's my favorite character in the movie. And I was watching this like, oh my gosh, this is me.
That is you to a T. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Oh, how did no one see the bus? Also, how did no one see the children on the bus? How did their grandmother not see them?
Dude, and that was a small bus. How she's just like, man, like, dude, you notice your grandchildren on the bus? You're just over there in La La Land. You ain't that deaf.
Where does this outfit Marty puts on before leaving the house too? I will
What
say
outfit?
she puts on an outfit before leaving, and it's just like this flowy dress, cardigan thing, which looks like it's made out of like pantyhose, like handkerchiefs made out of pantyhose.
Right.
For a movie that's 99% white, it's segregation. Debbie Reynolds once dressed up as her character from this movie for Trick or Treaters. Fun fact.
Oh.
Fun fact: sulfuric acid is a very strong chemical that is corrosive and will burn and damage skin. Its pH is 0.5, and it's H2SO4. This also borderline furry porn.
No, hold up. I was not getting that vibe from this movie. Please explain.
You watch, dude. There's a lot of like borderline furry characters.
They're goblins.
Not all of them.
You know what? Part of me is getting ready to watch we need to watch the sequel soon, because I was not getting that vibe.
It's already on the schedule.
Like I didn't get that vibe from the movie.
Yeah, it's borderline furry porn. So in this other dimension, there's other dimensions. There's also a gremlin man just walking around in the background.
That cop kept walking around just twirling his whistle, which it bothered me so much.
My favorite character is Benny, the cab driver. He's one of my favorite characters.
Benny. Okay, I couldn't remember his name. I was like, I enjoy this cab driver. I want a spin-off series with just him driving around.
The costumes were 10 out of 10 though.
Yeah, I love that it was old school prosthetics, prosthetics and puppetry or animatronic, especially Benny. Benny's like facial expressions were on point.
So Debbie Reynolds is, fun fact, Carrie Fisher's mother.
Uh-huh.
Which is the grandmother.
Yep.
She died. So Debbie Reynolds died December 26, 2016, Devin.
Oof.
Carrie Fisher died December 27, 2016.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a day apart.
Yeah, some say she died of a broken heart.
Didn't she have a stroke and a heart attack?
She was already in poor health, but once Carrie Fisher died, I mean,
Carrie Fisher died second, Devin.
Really?
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, I could. No, I could. Anyways, I got you. No, I think she had health problems.
So, fun fact: warlock is actually a derogatory term. It's not actually the term for a male witch. Warlock is actually like vow breaker or something like that.
Huh.
Let's see, what time are we?
10:24.
I'm almost out of notes.
I tell you what, let's go to commercial break. Wrap up your notes and rate this movie.
No, I mean I've got like one note left.
Well, let's just wrap up this note and then we'll just go to break and review it.
Let me think. Okay, so the dog werewolf creature that was in the hair salon was definitely gay.
I thought he was more OCD, but okay.
He was very flamboyant, Devin.
See, I try not to view stylists as gay people because that's, I mean, what's the difference between that and a barbershop? You're saying every barbershop owner's gay?
Devin, those are not the two same things.
They're not?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying that he was flamboyant.
Oh. See, he was giving me the vibes of OCD.
Also, a hairstylist deals with styling your hair. A barber chops your hair.
Oh. I thought they were the same thing.
No. What else? What are my other comments about Halloween Town? So garlic, pumpkin spice, pumpkins, were typically used to ward off evil spirits like demons. The pumpkin spice seasoning that's used in pumpkin pie is actually supposed to ward off demons and evil spirits. Halloween is actually Halloween, which is supposed to be when the veils between worlds are at its thinnest.
Yep.
What else? So, I have a lot of questions about the species in Halloween Town.
Dude, there's so many weird ones. Like, I even seen somebody that was like humanoid, but a pumpkin head. I was like, how does that work?
Like, a lot of the biological features of this movie do not make sense to me.
I think Disney has one of them things where they're like,
sorry about that.
What?
Through the hallways.
Oh. Well, that was a rap break.
Well, I mean, we're almost done.
I got you. I do. I enjoyed this movie very much. I can't wait to watch the rest because I enjoyed this series. I've never seen Halloween Town. I heard about it. I was like, I thought it was going to be one of those cringy Disney Channel movies, but it wasn't cringy. I enjoyed it. I feel like it's one of those movies I could watch every year. I give it a 10 out of 10.
I give this movie 6.5 out of 10. I believe there's a lot of poor writing in this, especially early on in the Disney, like as they were going through the series. But I will say that it was a lot of rewatch factor, especially yearly. Typically, a fan favorite, especially for year long. But I do think this is one of the weaker ones in the series.
Really?
But,
Huh.
But I do have it on the schedule to every so we're gonna blaze through this over the next couple of years.
All right.
But next Sunday we're reviewing Let There Be Carnage. Venom, Let There Be Carnage 2021.
All right. Great movie.
This is gonna be I think this may be our shortest episode yet.
Wait, how long was the Bill Murray special?
Like 12 minutes. We're close to that.
Well, it happens. I mean, I really can't think. I covered pretty much everything. Like, the effects were good. the prosthetics were good. I thought it was good world building. I'm curious to see how they treat the rest of the series as we go on.
Yeah.
But who knows? We'll see.
Yep.
But bro, that younger bird did remind me of you. I think it's an illusion. There's science behind it. Bruh, you're literally walking around.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Watching this movie, I was thinking the same thing. Like, this gets me.
I'm sorry, bro. It was you. I feel like I was watching you in the movie. I was like, yep.
Also, their last name was Cromwell. I think you got that wrong.
I called it Ravenclaw, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You called him Ravenclaw. The little brother was definitely a Ravenclaw.
See?
So what did you think of High School Musical?
We're all in this together.
No. The piano player in High School Musical.
What about her?
What did you think of Ryan in High School Musical?
I thought his jacket was nice.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing them on screen, because you're going to see them again later on in the series.
All right. Also, he needs to spend away from his sister.
Oh, you mean Sharpay?
Yeah, he needs to get away. He needs to be his own man.
Yeah, they're a little too Game of Thrones for my taste.
He said Game of Thrones for my taste.
Yep. But I think that's about it. Devin, what's your last words?
I want to buy me a witch broom from around the corner.
All right. Are you alive?
You think the fans gonna
Oh,
cause a
oh my
noise?
goodness.
You think the fans gonna cause a
Devin,
noise?
I can see you this time.
I can see you too. You think the fans gonna cause a noise? Or you think it'll be alright?
Yeah, we'll sort it out in post. It's 2:19
2:20. It is
2:20
2:20 in the
a.m.
morning.
What did we just watch?
Oh my god, we just watched Jordan Peele's
Nope.
Nope. And I can't recap this movie because I don't know what I watched for the past 2 hours.
I think we dealt with something from Cthulhu, like something primordial, eldritch demon thing
Yeah?
that liked mimicking balloons
Yeah,
and
basically.
inflatable wacky arm guys.
Basically, you meet.
What was the plot about the baboon or chimpanzee?
I don't know. The chimpanzee just killed.
I just realized that was a P plot. That was a very B plot. Gonzo or Gordo. It was Gordo. Gordy?
Yeah, Gordo.
Gordy?
Gordy.
Gordy was just like murdering people and was like, oh, my child, Stephen Ewan.
Well, we thought Gordy was humping something.
No, he was killing people.
He was killing people. He was
He was like, I'm having the best day ever. Screw this guy with the beard. Oh, my child. Sweet Asian child. And you're like, what the fuck?
And then old Gordy got blown out. And
In front of the child.
In front of the child.
Listen, the girl that got her face mauled off was the most realistic thing in this movie.
You ain't lying. Sorry, I'm kicking off the flops.
You need to give context to that.
What?
I'm just kicking off my flops.
I'm just kicking off my flip flops because again it's 2:20 in the morning and we've already had an adventure for the evening.
Listen, we went to a talent show and I don't know what we witnessed.
God, we weren't drunk enough for the talent show. Don't worry, we had a deep. We weren't drunk enough for that talent show.
Neither of us, we didn't drink. That's the problem.
I know.
It was bad.
And
But,
then we turned this on, and it's just like,
it's been a long day. I traveled 5 to 6 hours to see you. You gave me bar food, almost got me into 2 car accidents in 1 parking lot.
I'll buy you.
Yeah. Megan's asleep in your bed. Oh,
Oh,
she's on her phone.
no,
You can't hear her, but I can hear her.
She usually plays murder mystery on the phone because there's no TV in there. I hope she ain't doing that.
Well, she probably can hear us now. She's gonna pop out. Hey, you guys, I'm going home. You know what Carmen says.
I hope not. She got a long drive.
I know. Might be not. I'm tired.
I said, you gotta go back with her. That's the sad part.
Now you're driving me home.
I ain't got no more personal days. I can't skip school no more.
I'm be on a weekend. Joke's on you.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I got one more personal day left, and I can't go nowhere until school lets out.
Yeah.
But no, this movie was basically about a historical black horse not a black horse family, a historical family.
Well, okay. Can I
Yeah,
say
take
something
over.
real quick?
I done messed up.
No, you didn't. I just thought I should add something. So on More Sports, we covered the history of African Americans in the radio scene in the U.S. And this dealt with a jockey that was African American and his family legacy, and how they were being haunted by a UFO in the shape of a cowboy hat.
It wasn't the shape of a cowboy hat. 'Cause
I told you it was. You didn't believe me
I
at
didn't
first.
believe the fact in this movie. You'll ask yourself, is that a cowboy hat? How many times do you think we rewinded?
We rewinded a couple times, and I was like, "That's a cowboy hat." And you're like, "No, it ain't."
No, that's the saucer.
No, that's a cowboy hat. And he goes, "Yeah, but it's a flying saucer. It's a flying saucer cowboy hat." And you're like, "No, it ain't." And then it transformed, and I was like, "I don't know anymore.
I don't know.
I'm a little lost myself."
I got lost after the first 20 minutes. I was like, maybe this will pick back up. Nope, still lost.
I mean, I still thought it was a pretty good movie, even for us talking through most of it. And me.
My problem was the plot was a little confusing.
The plot was a bit confusing. It ramped up. It was okay. I will say it did some great cinematic stuff, though.
Oh yeah,
I kept stopping and be like, Devin. The frame rate, and you're like, you see that too? I'm like, yeah, they're doing it on purpose. Oh, I thought it was the TV.
yeah, the many times they go to that grainy, old school, grainy feeling filter to it, it's just like, I was like, is this my TV? My TV breaking?
Is it the Wi-Fi? No, it's the TV, and they do it with the right at the right time to make it look like, oops, something's wrong. Wait, losing signal, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was amazingly done.
Yeah, no, several times in the movie, the saucer was causing a magnetic field, and everything was shut off, and near the big...
All electronics, all Wi-Fi, all that.
Yeah.
Radio fields shut off. And then we're like, oh, it's just a UFO. And then we're like, oh, we see the aliens. Oh, it's children. And then we get to Stephen Ewing. We get to Judd. Judd's over here like, the aliens have a time and plan. I don't know what the monkey had to do with him. Was he traumatized to the point where he believed the aliens were going to save him? I don't know. But the aliens, the alien ate him. The alien entity, Eldritch deity, ate Judd, and all of his people. Didn't eat the horse.
But it ate the people.
Wasn't a fan of My Little Pony.
It wasn't a fan of Lucky.
Yep.
Wasn't a fan of Lucky.
You beat me by a minute.
Old Lucky.
I was about to say Lucky.
It didn't like Lucky. Well, Lucky didn't move. Lucky's like,
If I play dead, nobody will kill me.
I mean, Judd's like, the aliens are coming. Don't worry. Boys, come stand by me in your alien suits to the UFO.
Yep.
Old Judd didn't make it. UFO done ate him up.
I gobbled him up. Like he was that Polynesian pizza we had at Pubs.
Was that good? That looked good.
I think it would have been better with jalapenos like it was supposed to have. Of course, I like a bit of spice.
Did you like the chicken sandwich? You actually like the chicken sandwich?
I ate a little bit that you gave me. I didn't think it tasted bad. I didn't. It wasn't my cup of tea. I was like, I can see how this tasted good, but it feels like I'd feel like fuller than I actually would have been if I ate it.
No, I'm just curious because that one, I'm also getting hungry again. It's 2:20 and I don't want to go in the cabinet.
See, I'm not hungry. I feel fat now. I got to that. I ate half that pizza. It was what was it?
It's 16-inch.
16-inch, and I ate half, and then one extra piece because Megan was like, "You can have it."
I know. I was staring at those last 2 slices. I was like, "What if I just reached over and just?"
Okay, you know the Goofy movie? Sometimes when I bit into it, the cheese would do like that, and I'm like,
Yeah,
it tasted good, but
it falls apart.
the texture thing, I have ADHD, so I was like, what is this texture doing in my mouth?
Dude, one time I took one of my coaches that moved down here a year ago, Win Bigler. I took him over there.
Hmm?
Their problem is
They're also being haunted by a giant UFO that's also a cowboy hat.
God, you know, of course, Win just left Oklahoma.
Is that why you guys can't break down film? Because the giant cowboy hat keeps messing with them.
keeps messing up the field house? Can't do nothing around here.
I'm fairly certain that was some form of Eldritch deity, though. But,
You think so?
Yeah. Go ahead on whatever you were gonna say, though.
Oh no, I was just saying how the texture of the pizza, the toppings always fall off.
Yeah, I kept trying to eat it, especially when it was hot. And I was like, man, maybe I should let this cool. And then everything would fall to the one side, and I'm like, I'm just eating marinara now.
Yeah, it looks good, tastes good.
It was like, I would go to bite it, and everything would jump to like one side. I'm like, come on. And then I'd jump and go to bite again, and it would jump to the other side. And I'm like, what in tarnations?
Yeah, see that.
What in the cowboy hats is going on?
One the cowboy hat. Hey, look, it's like a cowboy hat. Look at that cowboy hat fly.
Yeah.
That was basically the whole movie. Look at that cowboy hat fly.
What is that cowboy hat doing spinning? I spin me right around, baby. Just one of those.
Well, it started off weird because the plane parts fell apart. It wasn't a plane, right?
So we started off the movie with OJ's dad dying by a coin falling into his eye. He looks up, the coin falls through his eye into his brain. And then the horse gets a key in its butt.
That was, yeah, it's on a butt cheek.
Yeah. Like one of the My Little Ponies.
It became a My
I've
Little
seen you
Pony.
watch that before.
Hey, I might have watched My Little Pony. Don't judge.
We both know which person really watched it.
It was you.
It was not me. It was neither of us. It was a friend of ours.
You ain't lying.
It was Jay. You remember Jay?
Yeah.
What do you say it like that? I love Jay. He was awesome. He's weird, but he was awesome. He loved My Little Pony.
Look, My Little Pony is funny. Even though more sports as this recording, we were literally talking about Rainbow Dash's sports car. And I'd ride around.
Yeah, we were talking about it on More Sports too. The second coming of Grinder on More Sports.
Where you start looking at the yes, they call it the yes. Was it yes?
Yas car.
Yeah, thank you.
It was just like that. That's how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
When
And
pronouncing it, I
and-
want to believe they do.
And right next to that car is the Rainbow Dash. My Little Pony Rainbow
Listen,
Dash.
the Rainbow
Camaro.
Dash looks solid though. The car design looks solid, except for when Rainbow Dash herself was on the car.
Oof.
It's just kind of clunky, but the color design with her colors was really good.
No, I'm with you. That's like this whole movie, like Kyle said, it had an A plot with a cowboy hat, and then you had a weird B plot with Judd with a monkey. How a monkey basically bit off his co-star's face.
And I guess he was looking for a red legend and a giant cowboy hat, which is why he was running on a Western world. Yippee-ki-yay!
Yeah, basically. And when he got taken up by the great deity,
Yep.
his cowboy hat disappeared.
The other, not Cthulhu.
But you know what scene really creeped me out?
Yo, mama.
No, it's when Judd's kids were in the alien suits and they're creeping up on OJ. You know what I'm talking about? At the very beginning, where we're like, oh, it's actually aliens.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying it's Lovecraftian horror film.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What's it say? How's it do in the box office? Or, sorry.
I don't know. I'm looking up to try to see what type of. I want to say it's like the Yog. Apparently, motivation for it was inspired by Steven Spielberg's. You guessed it, Jaws.
Jaws?
And possibly Neon Genesis.
Neon Genesis, the anime?
Maybe, I don't know.
No, that's Neon Gillian. I'm thinking.
Theory explained Jean Jacket as... Oh, so the name of the monster was Jean Jacket.
They named the monster Jean.
Okay, so it may be based on the Deep Cut by H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I read a lot of H.P. Lovecraft. That seems some like eldritch horror stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Surprise!
Okay, so it's based off the beat.
I want to say it is. Dave did Note fan theory connects Jean Jacket to an H.P. Lovecraft deep cut. Jean Jacket is a monster in the sky. This is Bill Stern horror outing. Oh yeah, it had Keke Palmer in it too.
I was like, oh, it's Keke Palmer.
Listen, I really like her voice.
I was like, I could just listen to her voice for hours.
You're gonna get me in trouble with Hannah.
I know, but I've already committed to this bit. I'm sorry. It's okay. I also like Kiki. And my fiance's in the next room.
Okay, so the flying polyp monster is what they're connecting it to from H.P. Lovecraft's Deep Cut. Flying polyp, which first appeared in The Shadow Out of Time, which was published in 1936. It's a creature from outer space, described as aggressive and predatory. But this theory points to their mainly similarities to Jean Jackets.
Well, Jean Jacket was always staying in that one territory.
Over the ranch.
Yeah.
The pony ranch.
The pony ranch. And R.I.P. to the TMZ guy. Just a random dude on a bike. Or just a whole...
Why you people keep disappearing from this park? What are you doing to your neighbors? I'm gonna find out the truth, nobody.
I know, and he's
Get the camera.
My camera. Have you seen my camera?
I can't see without my camera.
And Keke Palmer's words were, oh shit, it's TMZ. I was like, I wouldn't think TMZ right off the bat neither, but as soon as he pulls out the camera...
Listen, he's like, you want to be on TV, nobody? And I'm like, this mother trucker is a paparazzi.
Well, when she said TMZ, I was like...
I half expected Lady Gaga to just start playing in the background when this guy popped up. Paparazzi.
Dude, when he put out the camera and she said TMZ, I was like, that makes sense. Of course TMZ would cover this story.
Yep.
I missed TMZ. I didn't watch it in like almost 3 years.
You don't have HBO yet, do you?
I'm gonna wait until I get the new paycheck.
I think you should watch Lovecraft Country.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to this.
Okay.
What am I going? What else do we want to cover?
What else do you have? Because
I don't have a lot of notes. So the icing machine doesn't make sense where it's put in the stadium.
Oh, it did explode. They focused on a lot of weird stuff in that movie.
Yeah,
too.
it was like a bunch of weird jump cuts, and it's like, focus on this. Poof. And then it started off with the Gordy, and then we showed, because it related to Judd's past, but we never touch on Judd's past, because we don't focus on Judd, because he's not the main character, because he's going to die 3/4 way through the film.
Was it really 3/4?
Probably more like halfway through the film.
I feel like it was halfway through, because hold up.
It's somewhere between half and 3/4.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in like 2/4.
Well, it's like you said, they had this weird B plot, man. It's like Judd's just sitting there chilling. Because Keke Palmer's character, she was like, "Hey, whatever happened to your family, or your TV family? Oh, a chimpanzee just ate their faces off." No
He
big
didn't
deal."
say that.
I mean, it was applied.
He was like, things happen, and he's like, he has like the 1,000-yard stare, like he was in Vietnam, which I can get why now.
Well, he also kept the shoe.
Yeah, that was just... Okay, so that shoe was levitating after the monkey or the chimpanzee ate their faces off. which was very realistic, especially when we get to the girl in the stadium with her lips chewed off. That was one of the most realistic parts of this movie to me, especially after what I know about chimpanzees.
Well, you're over here. You're like, whoa. And I'm like, what? It's just a lady. And I was like, oh, well, I can see her face. And then the wind popped up her face.
You saw it better after I did, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. And you're like, oh, that's what you're talking about. Well, yeah, never smile at a chimpanzee, Devin. And you're like, why would you tell me this? And I'm like, you just never smile at a chimpanzee. Promise me, boy.
Listen, any team that I work for, I hope if their mascot's a live chimpanzee, I will not be handling a live chimpanzee.
That's how you lose the face.
Just like I'm gonna be like Coach Deion Sanders with the Buffalo at Colorado. He does not want to be near the Buffalo right now.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What was going on with Uga and the Longhorn from Texas State?
Was it this season?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put them right next to each other. Apparently, Uga didn't like the scent or something. It's weird.
No, the bull attacked Uga, or tried to attack Uga.
Probably didn't like that sweater.
Listen, we were driving through Tifton, and I was like, that's one big dog, and it's just a statue of a bulldog.
Oh, you saw the bulldog.
And I'm like, I don't know if this is for UGA, if this is
there's a UGA campus.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, it's where we held.
Is it in the middle of a field?
No, you may show you tomorrow.
No. It was just in the middle of the field on the side of the road. I was like, this is an empty lot. What the heck is this dog doing here? It was like, that one big dog.
Dude, no, there's like random dog statues throughout town.
I've noticed. I thought it was just the one, though.
No, there's multiple.
We're not going on a tour of all of them. I know I'm here for a week.
Dude, I don't know how many there are. I've never counted.
And this is 147. We got 236 more to go.
You ain't lying. The sad part is one of the coaches I work with, his front yard has one of them. He goes, yeah, D, I bought it and I painted that thing.
Why?
I was like, why'd you get the exact same one? He's like, so I can match with the city. Why, Brown? Because I want to be cool. Get my dogs right.
Is this? I know you're a huge UGA fan. How do you feel about that? There's an interview of you now.
Well, to be honest with you, dude, there's a lot of UGA fans down here.
Yeah, I keep forgetting we're still in Georgia.
Well, I'm surprised that I don't.
Because I kept looking in that pub place you brought us, and at the bar, and it's like Georgia made, Georgia grown, and I was looking at some of the stuff at the open bar at the talent show we went to, which was awful. And it was like Valdosta Brewed Georgia Brewing Company. And I'm like, I guess we are close. We're still in Georgia. And we're like right near the line from my perspective. Because coming from Rome to here.
Hold on, I'm not so far from the line. Dude, no, when I first moved down here, I was like, oh, I am close to Florida.
Yeah. Your water smelled like when I got a shower. I was like, oh, the ocean. Wasn't expecting that much salt. Maybe that's just why Devin's so salty. No reply. You're too focused on that.
I am too focused on that. No, you're not wrong. So I'm just going to give you an example. How close I am. Yeah. So Florida State is an hour and 57 minutes away from me.
Florida State or the Florida line?
So
Did you look up state or the line?
I just looked up state because I knew.
I would look up the line.
Okay, the line's literally 20 minutes away from Florida State, so.
You're 20 minutes away, okay.
Yeah, so like you were literally on that border.
Okay.
Well, I say border.
You ready for my other notes?
Sure.
So those were new Carhartt gloves in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, you were focused on the gloves.
I was going to focus on many details, but then we got to talking, and I would be like, what the flippin' flop is going on in yonder yard?
Well, the movie didn't make sense because you're like, dude, there's something in the clouds.
I was, you see stuff like, wait a minute, what the heck is going on with the graphics? What the crap is that small little thingamajigger?
Which you did a good job. Like you said, we Googled it and it said it had an element of Jaws. And now that we know that, I was like, that makes sense because Jaws was known for being a thriller.
Well, you know why Jaws was like that, right?
They couldn't afford that mechanical shark.
No, they could afford it. The mechanical shark kept breaking.
Oh.
So, fun fact, Jaws is one of my favorite movies, next to Jurassic Park. So they couldn't, the mechanical shark kept breaking, so they're like, we're just gonna show parts of it.
Show the feed.
We're gonna, like, not show it until, like, so far, and then build up the suspense, and it worked phenomenally. I don't know if they did the same. I don't know if it's because I've seen Jaws so many times. Maybe 47 times. I don't know exactly how many times I've seen Jaws. I do want to review that on the podcast, though.
Or you're going to have a special.
It's going to be Shark Week.
You're going to have twins are going to sit in on that one. The twins love Jaws. I hate Jaws. I'm sorry.
I love Jaws.
I hate it.
I'd be rating that a 10.
I won't rate it a 0. I won't rate it bad, but I hate Jaws. I hate it.
Okay, but you have to put aside your hatred. I put my hatred aside for Green Lantern, to be fair.
No, Kyle, you have a Green Lantern poster. It's okay. You gotta stop being in the.
Oh, yo, who's on my Green Lantern poster? Who would be on my Green Lantern poster?
You have Ryan Reynolds as your Green Lantern poster. It's okay.
I hate Hal Jordan, even in the comics. Jokes on you.
Hey, it's okay. You love Ryan Reynolds.
I prefer Jon Stewart.
That's fair, but we don't have Jon Stewart's right now. We're getting him here in probably the next year or two.
We better.
I hope we do.
Okay, are you ready for my next point?
Yep.
Did you write any notes? You were going to, and I don't think you ever followed through.
I started to, but we're way past them, and they make no sense. Like I said, ew, eye gross. CGI monkey bad. A CGI monkey was bad.
I thought that was scary. I want to watch this entire movie. I think we should do an entire movie about the monkey. I think they should make a movie about the chimpanzee ripping people's faces off. They have one about a lion. They could do it.
Which movie about the lion? You talking about that new one?
Beast.
Prey? Oh, Beast. Oh,
Yeah.
the one with I can see his
Idris
face.
Elba.
Yeah, did you see it?
No.
Oh, that one also looked kind of dumb.
It looked like a good money grab, but it looks like one of those things that conservative families would be like, yeah, honey, let's go to the movies. Oh, a lion's attacking people. I can get behind this.
You're telling me the demographic for Beast was middle-aged men? They're like me.
Listen, I went to go watch 52, and I really loved the movie because it had dinosaurs. You know how I love my dinosaurs. And I looked around with Hannah, and I was like, this movie is full of Republican white men and their blonde wives, and I'm not helping the stereotype because my blonde girlfriend is sitting next to me.
Oh, you said 52.
Yeah, 56, 52, I don't remember exactly. Hold up, it had Adam Driver.
You talking about where he's set back in the past, or the planet it's new?
Hold up, my dyslexia is acting up.
I can't think of the movie. I'm like Adam Driver. Oh, is that the movie where he's stranded on a planet that's got dinosaurs on it?
Hold up, I gotta find this. Okay, it is 65. Fine, I'm dyslexic. Yes, we went to go see that in the theaters, and I was like,
Is it good?
I liked it. It had dinosaurs.
You were just focused on the dinosaurs.
I kept talking to him, like, now, from a paleontologist standpoint, that is improper fauna and flora. It'd be much more moss than grass. And she goes, okay, honey.
I need you to calm down. I enjoy this movie.
She was not trying to enjoy the movie. She was just she was humoring me. That's what was happening.
It's okay. It's like when me and Megan went and saw the Batman movie.
Mhm.
We went and saw the Batman near its end of its theater run. And we're both sitting there on the edge of the seat. And I'm trying to solve the riddles. I'm like, ooh.
You were trying to solve. I believe Megan was trying to solve the
Oh,
riddles.
Megan was scratched up against the thing. And
She was like, did you solve it yet?
yeah, she was.
Honey, did you solve it yet?
Baby, did you get it?
The answer is Shut up, Megan.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to be smart boy.
And then meanwhile, they tell me they had already cracked the answer. I'm like,
It's a movie, of course they have to crack the riddle to keep the plot going.
I was like, we should have got this on DVD where I could pause it.
Alright, Debbie, you ready for my next note?
Yeah.
Number one.
I stand by that, though. I should have got it on DVD so I could pause it.
Number one of horses. Number one rule of horses. What would you say?
The number one rule?
Yeah. Don't stand behind the horse.
Oh, the number one rule? I heard
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah.
Don't stand
What is the
behind-
number one rule of horses?
Don't
Cle-
stand behind the horse.
My Little Pony.
It's not My Little Pony. It's don't stand.
Oh, I need to talk to you about something. We were driving and we passed this place. I don't know where we were at. And I look over like off the highway and I'm like, what the heck? And it was just a red Ford F-150. Like a newer one, like 2000 something. Surrounded by a bunch of little miniature ponies. It was at least like 8 miniature ponies, and I was like, what the heck is going on in this field? And it was a barn, and then that red
I thought
Ford.
y'all were drawing the highway.
We were. It was just off in the distance, and I was like, what the heck is that?
I thought you guys were on I-75.
We were. It was when we were getting closer to Tifton. Because we took 285
Mm-hmm. Like you're supposed
instead of her normal way. She took like 287 or something. I don't know. But we took 285 this time, and we sat there for a while, and then
Yeah, that's
we
why-
we went to Buc-ee's, and then after we passed Buc-ee's, we stopped there to go to the bathroom, and then there was a lull in the conversation, so I looked out the window to just see 8 ponies surrounding this Ford F-150. No sponsor, by the way.
Well, if you'd like to sponsor us, please.
Yeah, My Little Pony.
Yeah, My Little Pony. Dude, I will gladly be a Brody for that paycheck.
Okay, so you ready for my last note?
Yep.
Wouldn't there be a back entrance to safely load the horse into the amusement park away from the children? Because he just walks into the front gate, and I'm like, this is against some type of rule. This isn't safe.
Plot hole. We gotta move the movie along.
Clearly. It was so we could see the well where the children were playing, and so they could take the picture later on in the movies.
I will say that was pretty cool, though. That was pretty cool how she was sitting there right underneath the UFO, and she was just cranking the wheel, and she was just...
I like that. It was like a World War II scene where they're like, cranking the chariot, and then the news people show up.
Yeah, of course the news people show up. News people,
It was
cops.
TMZ. Their reporter went missing with his shiny reflective helmet, and they're like, we gotta find Judd. I'm sorry, Judd's already using this movie. We gotta find Tommy.
Gotta find Tommy. We gotta find shiny helmet TMZ guy.
Yep.
He was done to walk into the magnetic field. She's like, hey, you want to turn around? All right, nobody. You don't want to be on TV? I'm going this way. Poof. Oh.
And then he flips off his motorcycle, which was electric.
Which I was just like, that was your own dumb fault. We told you not to go. He's just over here screaming too. He's like, ah.
And then
Somebody help.
what? Okay, can we talk about the giant monster though?
Yeah.
You kept screaming what it was, what you claimed it looked like.
I thought it looked like a woman's body part.
Okay.
You didn't think so?
I kind of. It looked like it was a mimic for D&D, and I was like, but the mouth part kind of looks like, when we're seeing people inside of it, it kind of looks like it's the innards of a human being or some part of innards. And it's like processing the food, going down the gullet.
Oh, yeah, it did with the people.
Yeah.
When it ate the people and Judd's...
And there was a
stage.
half decomposed horse.
Yeah.
I think Judd was sacrificing their horses to it.
Yeah. Because they kept looking for him because the dad sold off the horses. Or OJ sold the horse. No,
Yeah.
OJ sold the horses.
And he's like, I'm going to get my horses back. I got my whispering something. I don't know. Are you ready to rate this?
I am.
What's your rating this?
I'm rating it an 8 out of 10. The only reason I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 was because the plot was confusing. And that's it. Other than that, it's a great movie. If you like cinematography, it's great. Good characters. Plot made no sense. What?
I think you know why I'm giving you this look.
You're doing an 8 too?
Yeah, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I like the cinematography, and I liked how clever the scenes were. I do think the monkey scene was, or I need to stop calling it a monkey scene. I know better. I know the difference between a chimpanzee and a monkey. I promise. You want to go into the detail on the ways? No, you want me to end it? Okay, he's nodding at me to end this. So yeah, I know.
We'll be up until 5 in the morning.
I know. I'll get a whiteboard out. You'll be like, "You didn't bring a whiteboard.
No,
Where'd you?"
There's a whiteboard in my pantry. No, you're not bringing out my whiteboard.
Boy.
That's coaching only. You ought to coach football on that board or coach basketball. Your choice. You could do cross country too if you want.
I also know how to do track a little bit.
Say what?
I know how to do track a little bit.
Oh, or you could do track on the board.
I'm surprisingly good at jumping hurdles.
Lord, I tried to jump a hurdle the other day with the kid. I saw the kids jump.
You
hurdles.
don't have the mobility. No offense. You don't have the mobility I do.
Dude, I set the hurdle a little.
You remember me running for basketball?
Yeah.
That's the track run.
Oof, yeah, you better than me. I don't know.
All right, Devin. What should they do?
Hey, if you guys enjoyed this episode, you guys should check it out. Yeah, thank you. I don't want to yell. I don't want to wake Megan up.
already been talking loud, Mama.
I know, my bad. If you guys enjoyed this, check out More Sports. It's our sports podcast where we post the first day of every month, and we try to change it up and be a non-normal sports podcast, but you never know what you're gonna get over there, so it's always a good time. And then if you enjoy the randomness and the comedic side of it, if you like Good Mythical Morning, check out the Random Hour, which posts the first Sunday of every month. And of course, you're right here on Popcorn Buckets, which posts every Sunday. Any last words, Kyle?
What is on this blanket?
Words? It's a Bible verse. I'll show you tomorrow.
Why is there a rival? Hold up, we're not ending this yet.
Here, I don't want to accidentally exit out of it.
What is on this blanket?
It's scripture.
Why is it like a mail?
It's a love letter.
Postage on it.
Wait,
Got the Queen's
hold up.
seal.
Hold up. Let me see it for a second.
August 25th, 7 p.m.
I thought this was the. Hold up. Rise it up. Yeah, this is a love
Future
wife. Yeah, this is.
Oh, how sweet.
I didn't make this blanket. I didn't make this.
Kill this.
You're not stealing my
There
blanket.
you go.
This is actually my favorite blanket.
Mine now.
You gonna take it and give it to your future wife?
Yeah.
You can't have it.
Just on you. Alright, Devin. I think you know what I'm about to ask you.
My last words are.
Hold on, let me get the. Okay, now.
Okay, good. My last words are. Do you want to be on TMZ? Nobody?